Hello. This is just going to be a quick video running down in more detail the builds that I've been using to get through the depths. The last video I had someone say that they didn't believe the legitimacy of the build because of the damage, which honestly surprised me, considering that the build is a pure tank build. You cannot get more of a tank build than this. So hopefully this video will dispel any doubts that you have about the legitimacy of it, because this is all done on the PlayStation 5. I have, I think, over 650 hours now in the game. It's extremely addicting. The value I get now is in farming. I just really enjoy farming and min-maxing. So the build is very min-maxed, and I think that might be why you think that the damage is quite high. But it is not a DPS build. Like I said, it is purely a tank build, a very tanky build. And I'll let you know how the items could be better, the ones I'm searching for as well. So I'm using Purity Fists to make these better. You would have a star effect attack bonus magic to get that to AA. That would be perfect. The Great Kanemitsu. Oh yeah, sorry. This build is taken from the Brick Breaker build. If you Google Nioh 2 Brick Breaker tank build depths, this is essentially the same thing. It's just more min-maxed than the person has shown, and I'm using these fists. So this is the second weapon used for the piece of Onmyo austerity. I do not use this weapon at all. It's just for the set, to the extra set bonus. These are for the Grace of Tsukuyomi. I'm going to remove the item drop rate star effect because I've recently realized that it might be interfering with equipment drop rate, which I find useful just for farming purposes. So after this video, I will remove item drop rate and put on a different something else. This is the helm. These are the star effects I have. I have tempered, sorry, not tempered. I have attack inheritables put on all of my gear, which I got from gloves for increased DPS. That's my armor. The gauntlets. I have these ones, which would increase DPS for sure because of the star effect melee damage, as opposed to just simply tempering melee damage. You'll get maybe 2.5%, 3% extra melee damage, which would be noticeable, I'm sure. But I like the faster movement Onmyo magic hit. Yeah, I find it quite useful. That's why I haven't changed. Here's the waist guard that I'm using. The reason why I have melee damage unscathed on these, I have this same helm, but it's just melee damage. Unscathed gives you higher percentage values as opposed to just simply having melee damage. And because this build tends to be at max health most of the time, you can actually get value from the unscathed melee damage. So that's why I have these. And the greaves. Now about the greaves, I have been searching for extended dodge invulnerability, I think it's called. It's a yellow star effect, but I have not seen it once on Onmyo warrior greaves. I do not know why. I just haven't seen it once. I would prefer that over dodge range up. That would be ideal, but I haven't seen it. I do not know if it rolls on the greaves. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I just haven't seen it. In all the hours I farmed, it hasn't shown up. This is the green Magatama I use. It's really good. I do not need any other Magatama than this one. It's got melee damage versus purified enemy and versus zero key enemy, which is really good. And the Yasakani, I have Lucky Drop accessory on it because I'm still searching for a better Yasakani Magatama. Ideally, I would have another star effect, melee damage versus purified enemy, just like this one. Haven't found it yet though. and I'm just keeping my eyes open because hopefully it will drop sometime. It seems quite unlikely to get the proper grace with the proper accessory with the three star effects I'm looking. It just seems highly unlikely, but it is possible. And this is the scroll I'm using just for the ethereal item drop rate A instead of A-. I've got loads of scrolls with ethereal item drop rate A-. This one has A. And active skill key damage there, I would ideally like to have melee key damage instead, just like the fists. I used to have these equipped until yesterday I found melee key damage fists. My playstyle, I tend to favor non-active skills more, unless I'm using Beyond Infinity, whatever that move is called. I use that a lot. That's pretty much the only active skill that I use. So yeah, you'll want Ultimate Constitution, Ultimate Magic, Ultimate Courage on your scroll, as well as Path of the Demon, just to keep your buffs up for that extra time, which is really useful when you're fighting the 3 bosses in the depths. These are the shortcuts I use. I do not need these at all. I've never really used them because the lightning stop is all that I need to prevent the nasty lightning debuff. You can use this as well, but this is fine. Using Genbu as the soul, as the guardian spirit, and I am still searching for better soul cores. I'll just quickly run through what would be optimal for me. So I have Anima bonus Amrina absorption, which is very, very nice if you are doing many quick attacks, hitting the enemy a lot and gaining a lot of Amrita as a result of many hits. But like I said, I tend to favor high stance, those slow, powerful hits. So this to me isn't as useful as if I'm, in mid stance or low stance. So ideally, I would have Anima bonus Purified Enemy on this. Achievement cost -1 is necessary, otherwise these soul cores will not fit. And I have a spare slot down there because I'm waiting for a better orange inheritable to put on. I've got lots of orange inheritables like luck and stuff that isn't useful, so I'm just waiting for a better orange inheritable to put on to this. The Shuten Doji Soul Core I got is quite good. The Anima charge bonus Amrita Gauge A+ is really nice to have. And so is the max yokai ability key damage. I was very lucky to get this. My farming method was to go onto the picture scroll that has Shuten Doji and Nioh, and I would kill Shuten Doji, grab the soul core. It pretty much had like an 85% chance to drop. As far it's the way it seemed, it dropped more often than not. And then I would Earthfold, use the Earthfolding talisman to go back to the shrine and then repeat. And then after gaining 10 soul cores from Shuten Doji, I would check them, see if they have achievement cost -1 with a good extra mod. And if it didn't, more often than not, it wouldn't. I would just repeat. I think it took me over 150 kills to get this. The Onryoki Soul Core, for whatever reason, I'm not finding any transferables recently farming Onryoki. I do not know why it's not dropping any transferables. It's just getting set mods, which isn't useful because I'm trying to get rid of Anima and put on Anima bonus Enemy Confused. I think that's what it's called. So ideally, I would have Anima bonus Enemy Confused and Anima bonus Purified Enemy. That's ideal. And having Life Drain Yokai ability hit is nice because of Ippon Dattara spam. So yeah, that's essentially the build. There's nothing to it. There's nothing. It can be made better. If I was to cheat or to save edit or do any of that crap, I would certainly be changing a lot of stuff, like I said, and optimizing it even more so than it's already optimized. So yeah, Here's the core stats. I haven't deviated from the original build guide whatsoever because it's pretty damn good. Like, it's really good. Special effects are as so. These ones here. Like, elemental damage taken is low compared to the original build guide because the original build guide on the scroll, they have elemental damage reduction as well, and I believe they have it on both of their accessories. It makes you extra tanky, but yeah, I haven't done that. Omeo magic power 731. These are the weapon proficiencies. Favoring sword, dual swords, fists. Haven't used many other weapons. I'll just show you the clan, which is Uesugi. It's the same as the guide. At max rank, you get minus 16% damage reduction when you're playing with people online, which is really nice to have. And the protection purification is pretty much the main reason why I'm in this clan. And just like the build author has stated, the usefulness is just... It's just an extraordinarily useful thing to have protection purification, because when you purify with a key pulse or with your barrier talisman, those yokai pools that they spawn, you get this super protective buff and you become pretty invincible for a certain time with that. So it's really useful. I guess I'll just quickly run through like other, instead of using, like, I'm thinking myself of, instead of Oyamatsumi, I'm thinking of maybe putting on Grace of Susano for extra damage, or the Grace of Izanagi because of I tend to favor purity. I like it a lot, and I'm actually thinking of changing it up a little bit and seeing how much extra damage I can do while staying tanky. What I would do though is change the hairy caterpillar helmet to the wild boar helmet, and I would change the clan from Uesugi to Honda. And then I would change the Grace of Oyamatsumi to Grace of Izanagi. If you want to do Corruption, you would change the Grace to Magatsuhi and put on Tsuchigumo Clawed Fists, which are essentially the Corruption variant, the Corruption version of these. Anyway, I've spent so much time here chatting away about the build. Hopefully that removed any doubts you might have about the validity of the build. You can see now that it is more than likely not modded, the save. If it was, there would undoubtedly be completely, there would be far better mods put onto these. Yes, anyway, there you go. Hope it helped some people. I will title the video something along the lines of Super Tanky Depths Build Guide or something like that. So hopefully it'll help some people like it helped me. You will breeze through all content of this game with this build. The mod author did a great job. So check it out. It is called, if you just Google Brick Breaker Tank Build Nioh 2 Depths, it should be the first thing that pops up. It's a really nice, concise, easy to understand guide, and this was just my more min-maxed, personalized version of that build. And I'm going to continue to play this game and continue to farm and grind, because that is what I gain that is the enjoyment that I gain from it. And in the future, maybe I'll do an updated version of the more min-max version I have. So yeah, thanks for watching.